So his song has spent more time on the charts than even the number one song on our Trini Styles Countdown here at the First the Finest. And we've got him in person this time around. He's going to be vibing with us, liming with us for the next hour up until 5 p.m. today on CTR 103 FM. I'm talking about, well, we've got a feature coming up a little later on known as Mass Makers. And he can be described as such as well because he contributes to culture here in Trinidad and Tobago in so many ways, not just via his singing, but he's also a radio host as well, and a comedian, a professional comedian. So when you after Carnival is over and you're looking for that after Carnival cool down, who knows, you may very well be entertained on a comedy stage by the Chutney Soca Monarch for 2011. And I'm hoping that if he does win the title, that doesn't mean that he's not going to take to the stage to start performing. You know, sometimes when you pocket $2 million, things could change, but I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. Mr. Supersad, good afternoon and welcome to 103.
Good afternoon to you, Fazir, and thank you for having me here. Let me first of all say good afternoon to all the beautiful listeners listening, on 103. I want to thank you all for, inviting me on the station, to conduct this interview this afternoon, and all the beautiful people on the internet as well. Good afternoon to everybody, and I'm feeling good. It's a beautiful day, and I want to wish everybody a pleasant good afternoon.
I love the hairstyle, Ken.
Yeah.
I love the hairstyle. But answer that question that I just asked you, though, Ken. If you win the $2 million, are you going to stop performing on the stages for Comedy Fest?
Let me tell you one time, I have a job carded for the night after the Chutney Soca Monarch. That's the 20th at the Maniranjam Stadium. And whether I win or I lose, I'm going to be there to perform.
So $2 million on
comedy.
$2 million or not, we are still going to see Kenneth Supersad on the stage.
Of course.
All right, but if you win the $2 million, will the cost of admission decrease? Will you subsidize the cost of admission? All right, Kenneth.
That's for the promoter to decide.
I hear you, buddy. So, Kenneth, what's the vibe like with Chutney Soca leading up to the grand finals?
Well, boy, the vibes are really, really good. I'm feeling very excited about it, performing all over the place and getting the opportunity to perform my song, and the feedback is really, really good. I want to say that, I was really, really excited about the semi-final round, and the large turnout that we had down at Renzi Complex. You were there, and you saw it for yourself, And the kind of feedback I am getting with my song is something, it's really good, and I'm looking forward to this finals on Saturday coming.
Kenneth, you've been doing commentary Chutney for a very long time now. In fact, just the other day I was talking to you, and we were talking about some of your music from an old album. I can't remember the name of the album offhand, but that's the album where you gave us songs like Them Woman Could Lie, Unity in Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right.
You spoke about racial harmony, this, that, the next, and now you're here to tell us about the Maco. And it really was a refreshing. It really was refreshing to hear something, to hear a Chutney song that surrounded a topical issue, and things that people were talking about, the buzz around town, and you even edited the song. You changed around some words in the song from the old version to the new version just to keep pace with the developments that have happened from then till now.
That's right. You know, when I first composed this song, it was appropriate for what was happening at that time, but now a lot of things has happened since then till now. So I have a new version of the song with lyrics. I don't know whether the listeners are familiar with it, but they're going to hear it this afternoon.
Definitely they're going to hear it this afternoon. But we're coming down on 16 minutes into... Yeah. Well, that one come from Ken?
Well, everybody have a kind of trademark something, Yeah, Rafi B does it your bodo.
Right.
And Drupadi is it your wee.
So that's your trademark?
Yeah, from way back then. You ask any member from Triveni band, I used to tour with Triveni some years now, and all in the States, all in Canada. Oh, God, everybody know me for that,
That's your trademark?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want you to just take about 6 inches away from the mic, and I want you not to hold back on the trademark. I want people to get the real deal, the same way they would hear it on a stage. I don't want you to shortchange them now. I want you to give our listeners the real deal. This is Kenneth Supersad's trademark. When you hear this sound effect on Saturday night, Kenneth Supersad about to take the stage, and he about to compete for the $2 million.
Before I say it, I have certain people that identify me by that, like Wills and Rodney and them fellas and them.
Right.
From the time they hear me, they say, "Look who come in! Oh, God,
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Kenneth, What is going to separate you from all the other artists on the night
Well,
of the finals?
that's a very obvious thing, man. You
Let
can
me
hear
hear
it for yourself. You heard my song. You heard the kind of lyrics I have in my song. I don't want to bash anybody and put them down, you know. But I think this year, in terms of the lyrical content of my song and in terms of the kind of presentation I'm going to put out on that stage on Saturday night, it's going to be hard for them to really come to touch me, I'm telling you. Yeah, and I'm very, very confident this
Kenneth, you know, for somebody who is, somebody such as yourself, who I have come to know as someone who is always very, very humble in your demeanor and the way that you speak everything. To hear you exuding that kind of confidence here today, all I can say is, boy, game on.
Let me tell you, in the past, as I told you, I was just talking to someone, I'm in this competition a long time now. I was in the finals for like about 5-6 times, you know. And over the years, there were times when I went to perform and wasn't too confident because the song wasn't pulling through and I didn't get any kind of feedback. But you see this Maco song this year, everybody talking about it outside there, you understand? And I know the vibes that I'm getting is one, and I know my song real good. Yeah, but I practice it real hard.
But I have a real serious question for you.
Tell me, anything.
You're going into the Maco hometown. Do you think that will work against you? Because you're going into the man backyard to bash the man, you know. So do you think that will work against you? Do you think he will send his armies to not text you?
Well, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, because I will tell you, Saturday gone, I went to perform right down there. And I sing that same song, and if you see how the people start to get on, real bad, the people start to get on, they say, boy, give them good, and we supporting you all the way. You understand?
I want to ask you something else, boy. I know I kind of pushing the button here, but Kenneth, who is the Maco, boy?
Who is the Maco?
Who is the Maco?
Yeah, you want me to end up in court, that is what I'm doing.
Well, you're looking good, that's looking like good court clothes there.
Everybody know the Maco, you understand?
Is it a political song, Ken?
I wouldn't say it's a political song.
It's not a political song?
No.
How would you describe your genre of that?
I am dealing with issues, whether you want to call it political, whatever you want to call it, but you know, I came up with this idea because of what I saw on the newspaper and that kind of thing, that certain individuals were using certain things to suit themselves, you understand? And I wanted to deal with that topic.
And you deal with it, you sort out. Let's go on.
Yes. Now every year, you are easy, you know. Every year, I just come with 2 songs, you know. And for some reason or the other, you know, the better one is the one that I tend to do in the competition. You know, and that is based on the kind of feedback I get from people out there. This year I came with 2 songs. One is called Susie, and the Maco is the other one. Well, the Susie didn't really pick up as I expected it to, but the Maco is playing, it's on the charts, and the response is very, very good. And I'm not bashing the other Chutney singers, but I read some comments where they're saying that, you know, they're bankrupt for lyrics and that kind of thing.
Today's newspaper, and as a matter of fact, Ken, I could pull up the text machine right now.
Tell me, I missed it. I
could pull up the text machine right now. Somebody messaged us earlier on to say, a certain artist and East Indians, aka a word that starts with C people, get slammed in the editorial of today's one of today's daily newspapers for obsessing over rum. And this is not a one-off example. This is something, if you voraciously read the newspaper, if every day you consistently open the newspapers and you turn to the editorials, almost every day at least on one of the dailies, you're guaranteed to see some sort of editorial or some sort of comment or commentary.
Have you gone online and look on Facebook and that kind of thing and see the kind of comments that's coming across?
But Ken, at the same time, I have to say, in defense of it, I have to say this. We are setting ourselves up, Kenneth, because if it is that the people are so against it, then why do we continue to vote for it? Why do we continue to support it, to pay for it, to this, to that? So you see, one hand don't clap.
Yeah.
And this is the defense that a lot of the artists are using. They're saying that, hey, well, when they do the good songs, you know, they go to the clubs, they go to the parties, and they respond saying all of that, you know, more or less. And when they do these sort of songs, they get the gigs, they get the jobs, and it's bottom line, it's dollars and cents.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
That's why, you see, I'm in the competition, and I'm looking on at what is happening, and I'm listening to the comments being made by certain people, and they're saying that these artists every year is the same thing, rum, and a horn and that kind of thing, and they bankrupt for ideas and things. But I don't want to comment because I would like to leave that to the artists themselves to
And to the public as a whole.
Yeah, for them.
It's
to
for
deal with
everybody
that.
else to decide.
I know what I am presenting, brother. I believe that I have a lyrical song. At least they can't face those guns at me because I don't fall in that category, at least this year, you know. And I mean, you know, I believe if they want to change, from singing rum songs and singing those kind of songs, and they want songs with good lyrics and things, then they should let me be the one to start and set the example for them. And this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Let me tell you something, Fazir.
You want to tell me? I want to tell.
I want to tell you, and I want to tell all the listeners. Right now, everybody have a right to voice their opinion.
Expression.
All the artists want to win the competition. Everybody want to win. And some of them advertising, you know, themselves, you know, vote for them and that kind of thing. I want to tell the people outside there, you know, this is my words, right? Vote for me based on how I perform on Saturday night. Don't vote for me because I living down by all you and all you like me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying it very, very plain. Vote for me because I can tell you something, Fazir, from experience. An artist could go into a recording studio and record a song and get up to mark. Because, you know, you could correct the errors and that kind of thing. But when you are on a stage, then you could tell whether someone is an accomplished singer, whether he is a good singer or not. Because I have heard big songs playing on the radio. But when the artists go to perform the song on the stage, they're starting out a key. They're going kamsur, if you know it's kamsur, out and running off the track. And we don't have any judges this year. It is based on the people and texting, but I think the people are the judges, and they should look for the same kind of criteria that the judges use in a competition. Diction, lyrics, presentation, all these things you're looking at. Don't vote for somebody because they're popular and you like them. No, I think that is wrong. All right? So don't vote. I'm very popular too. I in the comedy thing, I in Chutney, I in everything. But vote for me based on how I perform on Saturday night. And I know what is going to happen on Saturday night because I come in real strong and I practicing my song real hard, and I have a presentation day that is going to rock people at Skinner Park in San Fernando on Saturday coming.
I just want to say to the people listening into the program this evening, and they are thinking to themselves, boy, I would love to see the facial reactions and from Kenneth Supersad. I just want to let you know that you can see the facial reactions of Kenneth Supersad, because as soon as this interview is over, in fact almost before the interview is fully over, you can catch all of this on our website 103fm.net. Just log on to the website. The entire interview will be there for you to replay on our website. Our webmaster, Mr. Amrit Maharaj, will ensure that all of these things go up on time. So by about 5:05 or thereabout, you can catch Kenneth Supersad's full interview live online, 103fm.net. Kenneth, it's time to play some music. It's time to play your song, actually. And it's coming our way this time, powered by the folks at Digicel. It's a Digicel Chutney Soca Slam for this hour. And just before I play it, I have to say that I know this doesn't fit into the interview or anything again, but I just have to say this, boy. One of your songs that really remained in my mind over a period of years, boy.
Which one?
Remember that song from the Chinaman album? Ling panga ting tana ting tana ling tana ting aliki tung tung.
Well, that was the first big song that I had.
Yes.
Yes.
Tune, boy.